welcome back. So, it's been it's been a few days when I told you I just have to run in town and go get some radiator hoses for the skid steer that I've been working on. But it's been like 5-6 days. Things got a little away from me. Just busy and trying to do life things and recover from my unfortunate kiss with my chainsaw. So today we're going to go ahead and finally get the radiator hoses back on, get the radiator back attached. I did test the radiator. The radiator is not the culprit. It was definitely the hoses. So what I plan on doing today is just taking some sandpaper and cleaning up these mating surfaces, both on the radiator upper and lower portion, and where it attaches to the water pump there, and then this one here. Now I'm just going to take some regular sandpaper at 600 grit, some pretty fine stuff, tear off a section of it, just clean it off. When I get done with that, I'll get back to you guys. Alright, so I got that one pretty much cleaned off as best as I could. It's not perfect, but it's something. And then got this one cleaned off the best I could. It's a little cramped in there. But, so I end up getting these just random hoses, radiator hoses from AutoZone. Big shout out to them for actually letting us go back there and actually picking out our hoses. A couple other places I'm not going to mention would not let us go back there and pick out radiator hoses. So this one fits up pretty well. This one is the lower one. It's all chewed up, but it fits up pretty good. I mean, it is a bit long, but it does do the job. So I just got to line this up with the end, come down here with the bend, and then I just got to take and cut off right about, I don't know, say about right there or so. So as soon as I cut that, and then I got to do the same thing, just line them up, cut them to length. These hoses were not cheap. I cannot believe for just 2 radiator hoses it was $63 friggin' dollars. $63. It shouldn't have cost more than 35 bucks. Man, this economy is killing me. Hello and welcome back. So, I got the lower radiator hose on. I had to cut and trim, but I got it going. It's not interfering with the belt or anything. So that's at least a plus. Now I just got to get this upper radiator hose going. So all I got to do is to bring it closer to this fitting, because I actually have to cut this base down just a little bit. Try not to cut yourself. I'm pretty accident prone, so don't do that. Just off the top a little bit. Not much. Try to cut as humanly possibly as straight as you can, but if it's not, don't worry about it. It's a 40-year-old skid steer. I don't think it really matters. As long as it's close, it'll be fine. Horseshoes and hand grenades around here. If it's close enough, it's fine. Just gotta attach that hose there. And then line it up. That's perfect, because then it doesn't kink the hose. You don't want the hose to kink too much. You want as much adequate flow as possible. So, and you don't want to make sure it's on tighten. Don't forget that. You don't want to tighten it. Go in here and snug her down. Just try to get the clamp as close as you can. if I can actually get a good profile on the clamp would be best. Because if you don't get a good profile on it, you'll never get it tightened. There we go. You just got to readjust the clamp to where you can actually get your tool in there. Tighten it down. Now that that's tight, we just take this last clamp here, put it on. These are nifty little clamps here because you can pretty much set your gauge where you want it. You just push down on it. Get this lined up. Sometimes, if you really need to, slip it on there, you can spit on it. It's like any good thing, a little spit goes a long ways. You can, however, make sure you get the right size. They're going to, ow! I know, I cursed. That's alright. Oh, come on, you stupid bastard. It really does help if you get the right size hose. But with a little persuasion, you can get just about anything to do what you need it to do. I'm sure it fits over top of that as best as you can without kinking it too much, and you just take and you tighten it. Tighten her down. The way I look at it, it ain't stupid if it works. It may look a little hanky, but as long as it works, it ain't stupid. Those are words to live by. Now, we just gotta get these holes lined up with the bracket. And this hole here, and that basically is what holds your radiator down. And then you got these two bolts up at the top you gotta put in there. So these two bolts here go right there. Just finger tighten it for now. Finger tighten that one. This one's not wanting to work out too well. Well, damn it, I've done it now. I've done cut myself. It's fine. All is good in the neighborhood. So, that's done. And then, with this particular setup, you have these little bushings here that go in between this lower bracket here and the bracket for the radiator. So, let's take our homemade shim here. Like I said, it ain't stupid if it works. And then you take this shim. It's more of a rubber dampener than what it is a shim. And then you just don't drop anything. And you just slip it on through like that. And then that just screws on in there. And then for added security, I know these are threaded here, but for added security, I'm putting a nut and a crush washer just for shits and grins. I'm supposed to curse on YouTube, but as long as it's, I think, not within the first like minute and a half, 2 minutes, I think it's fine. Still, we're probably going to edit it out just because we're trying to keep this as friendly as possible. I don't know how friendly we can keep it when I literally invent words when I'm working on stuff. I don't know how that ends up happening, but I do. You work on stuff long enough, anybody out there knows, you work on stuff long enough, You invent your own words. Trust me. Alright. It's actually... I don't know what the hell just happened there. Let's get that. Let's get that rubber bushing there. And let's thread it up at the top. And this was my dad's homemade invention on this side. So we'll just take that nut, screw it on there. Now all we just gotta do is just tighten everything down. We'll be back after these quick messages. Welcome back, folks. So, I had to run off and get some toolage. Because, you know, I ain't got the right size for anything when I'm working on anything, apparently. So, just tightening it down. Tightening the upper radiator bracket down. Just snug them down. Doesn't have to be torqued. Click. There, it's torqued. Anyways, that's done. Now, to work on this lower portion here. You know, it doesn't happen very often. But for some reason, I found the right Allen key to actually fit this bolt down here. I don't know. Doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I call it a very good win. So, I'm just going to find a backup, open in boxing. Watch, this stupid thing's going to be metric. Nope, that'll work. And then you just come down here and tighten it up. It doesn't have to be super tight. It just has to be tight enough. And just tighten it up the best you can. What you have. Try not to drop shit. Well, apparently I'm good at it. It doesn't have to be super loose. I'm gonna go ahead and just back this out if I can. Believe it or not, this portion that I have down here actually fits the threads. I don't have to put a I don't have to put a backup nut on it or anything. It's just more of a peace of mind than anything. Just tighten it down if you can. I don't know. I'm losing my freaking mind here, folks. Welcome to the comedy hour, guys, where we learn how not to do stuff. But you know what? That's what makes it interesting. Interestingly enough, I don't think we're going to have to put that backup nut on it. I think that's going to be good enough. So we just learned something today. Make sure it's not hitting the bottom of the radiator, which it's not. I don't need this backup nut or anything. It should stay right where it's at. All right, now, well, let's switch over here. I swear, ain't nothing like doing mechanical stuff. Gotta get the right size. Should be 7/16. Yep. Yep, sure is 7/16. We'll just get my ratchet. Hopefully it's on Titan, because if it's not, that's gonna be funny. we go. Both support brackets are on. This top supports bracket on, and now it's not going to shimmy, jar, and shake and rattle itself to death when it goes to turn on. Now, I put the coolant back in it. I gotta get me a funnel. So, all right, so I got my nifty funnel here with the homemade screen on it. So, just try to make sure that the coolant is clean as possible. We'll recapture the coolant that we lost, and then probably have to fill it back up, but that's all right. Try not to get a lot of the bottom pieces on, but a lot of the bottom crap there. See all that crap that I caught in there. Now I gotta go get a couple more things of coolant, because you know that wasn't enough. It pissed more than what I captured. So what better thing to put in a Ford and Motorcraft? This garage is not fat man friendly. Jesus. Now we just fill this thing up, just leave that there, it's fine. It'll get picked up eventually. Says not to mix coolants, but you know what? It's a 40-year-old skid steer. I don't really think it's gonna matter too much. I swear, if I have to get more, probably gonna have to. Whoa. Now don't worry about that, it's just the overflow. It's fine. The most important thing now is we gotta fire it up and make sure it don't leak. Well, it's burping, which is good. All right, top her off a little bit more. Also, I gotta put an hour meter in that thing still, so yeah, that's gonna be a fun little adventure too. Put the cat back on it. Should be ready to go. Start back up. Get her up to operating temperatures and see if she starts. Bear with me here, folks. I still got my bum knee. You know, I want to play Who's Gonna Win, Chainsaw or Leg. Apparently, that's what I wanted to play that day. We just give her a couple pumps. Get the glow plug indicator nice and red. Even though it's hot out, it's an 84. It needs a little persuasion. There we go. All right. There we go. Well, I shut her down. She got up the temperature pretty fast. Also, make sure you keep your fingers away from the moving fan blade. I nicked my finger a little bit, as you can see. Just be aware, folks, and don't make the dumb mistakes that I make. I don't know. I'm dumb, all right? I'm just plain dumb. That's all there is to it. Now we're just gonna check for leaks. Make sure there's no leaks down here where it was leaking. Make sure it's off when you're checking stuff, unlike I was. And thankfully it was a plastic fan and not a metal one. If it was a metal one, I'd have been screwed. But it does not appear to be leaking. But that doesn't mean anything. So wipe this stuff off, and then a come back to it later and see if it's leaking, because it got warm pretty fast. Because, you know, there's not much to it. I don't think there's a thermostat on this thing, so we'll just close that up. And now the next project is put the hour meter in it, which means I gotta pull down that whole headliner, or that whole panel again, and wire it up and retrofit it. So whenever I get it down, I guess I'll update you guys. So until then, we'll see you. Just got to put it through this hole, and there's black wire and then a green wire. So these two here are what connect. That one is a ground, that one's the power. So on the meter itself, it's gonna have, at least it should, but this is a junk Amazon special, 15 bucks. So I don't know which way is positive, which way is negative. So it's non-polarized, which is nice, which means it doesn't matter where it connects, which is nice. So non-polarized means literally you can just take it, shove it up on in here, like so. Make sure it's facing the way you want it to face. And then you take this backing plate here, connect it. These tabs here coincide with slots in the back there that do that. And just push it into place and it stays. So since it's non-polarized, it doesn't really matter where you connect them. You just push them into place. Push that one into place, and you take this one, push it into place. And now, because I got the new meter in, it should, in theory, work. But you just never know with these cheap China made in pieces of crap. All right, this is a mother fredger. Fine, absolute. I had troubles with this the last time. It just does not want to cooperate. Come on. Doesn't really matter. There's a little rubber grommet, but you know, if you try to do something, at least try to do it right. At least the first time, so you don't have to redo it. Never really lived by that motto, but I at least try to do it now, because it is kind of a pain in the rear end to try to do it again. What? Am I caught up? Okay. Let's try it that way. There we go. Oh my stars, I'm having more problems than a pregnant nun. There we go. There. Just trying to get this stuff lined up here. Alright. Let's get this bolt lined up here. Work on mechanical stuff, they said. It would be fun, they said. It's all a pain in the butt. Every bit of it. But at the end of the day, it sure is satisfying to be able to fix whatever's broke. I don't know. That is fun. I don't think Sorry about that. The son really loves this electric four-wheeler since his gas-powered one, for some reason, decided it wanted to lose compression yesterday. So, of course, naturally, guess what I have to do? I have to fix it, hopefully. We'll tear into that later. Oh, if you guys haven't known by this by now, if you like this kind of content, will you like, subscribe, and comment? Even if you don't like it, tell me how much of a piece of crap I am. That'd be muchly appreciated. All comments, positive or negative, are encouraged. For some reason, I really like laughing at you guys. Some of you guys are absolutely hilarious. And I can appreciate a good degenerate when I see and know one. Just make sure you put the right nut and washer on there, because if you don't, it might not stay up like it should. So I'm going to go ahead and probably just put the wrong nut and washer. So like I said, it's fine. As long as it works, it ain't stupid. I hope that was the right one. Who knows? We'll find out though. All I gotta do now is just tighten it down. Hopefully the hour meter works. Tighten that down. Tighten that down. Tighten that down. Tighten that one down. No exposed wires. That's a good thing. Let's see if this actually works. That's weird. Look how the hour meter's showing. It has 99,000 hours on it now? What in the hell is that? Oh my god, this made in China piece of crap. As I expected. Oh, you piece of shit. Why are you showing 99,000 hours already? You haven't even ran 1/10 of an hour. You piece of crap. Well, I'd say I got it fixed, but watch this crap. Look at it just jump all kinds of hours when I bang on it. It ain't fixed. This China-made piece of crap was $15 on Amazon. Makes me want to just take my 45 ACP and just blow a hole right through it. God, makes me mad, but when I do connect power, it is clicking, and it is going. So I guess I just have to subtract 3 hours from it to be able to get an accurate reading. But it's all up, it's all fixed. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if it's fixed. But it sure is different. Junkyard digs. Yeah, I got you. Shout out to them, I guess. That's funny. I love that saying. But I'm going to say another favorite saying of them. I might have to have a beer about it because this is funny. This just sucks. I hate everything about Amazon and their Chinese-made pieces of crap. Anyways, I'm off my soapbox. But anyways, now, the big thing to fix. Hi, son. You having fun? Yeah, I bet you are. Anyways, now the son's electric four-wheeler, the handlebars, needs to be tightened down, and then next time when I see you guys, I'll probably have his gas-powered electric, his gas-powered four-wheeler up on the bike lift, the motorcycle lift, probably looking at it and why it lost compression. So until next time, guys, we'll see you on Degenerate Shade Tree, because I am an idiot and I am your host, Anthony. So we'll see you guys. Like and subscribe if you want to see more dumb content from me. Bye, buddy.